So now that we're ready to start creating our website, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using Notepad in order to create our basic structure of our website. Now I've got Alexa opened up here in the background, and I'd originally gone to Alexa to look at the top websites that are out there, and I was planning on maybe trying to copy out some of the structure of a website in order to create a template for this course. So what I've also got here on the I've got a wireframe tool, and wireframing is when you draw out without all of the content what your website is going to look like. And this is a great way to start out with your website and website design and coming up with the concept of the site. And so I've chosen to do a site similar to Alexa, where we've got our head information up here. We've maybe got some search, navigation bar, 2 columns, so a left-hand side column and a content area here on the right-hand side, so it's going to be bigger than the left-hand side, and then it's got a clearly defined footer as well. And this is a really good typical website design, so we're going to be building out something similar to this. And when I look at the source of this, I can see that all the websites, they actually open up the same way. So they've got this doctype.html, and this is going to indicate that it's an HTML document. This is the new format for HTML5, and this indicates that it's a brand new HTML5 doc type. And then after that, we've got our opening HTML tag indicating language English, and then we've got head opening and head closing, so it's over here, and then we've got something called body, and that opens up, and then we've got our body closing there at the bottom, and then HTML. So this is a really good typical website structure. So again, a really good thing to kind of look at and get a better idea of how the websites are structured. Now all websites are going to be structured in the same fashion, so we're going to go ahead and start creating our web structure. So the first thing we want to do is declare the document type. So this is just doc type HTML, and this is going to let the browser know what type of document it's going to be expecting, and it's an HTML document. Now, just as what we had looked at in the source code, we have our opening HTML and we have our closing HTML. So anything in between these tags is going to be HTML. And this is going to be part of our HTML document. And now every HTML document should have a head, and it should have a body. Now when I say should have, it doesn't necessarily mean that if you don't include this, that your HTML won't work, because most of the modern browsers are actually smart enough to interpret if you miss out some of this structure, or if you just simply type hello world, it will render that out within the browser. But it is good practice to get into to structure your websites properly. And when it comes to web structure, this right here, these 5 lines of code, or 7 different tags here, are going to be a typical website structure that you can begin to start to create any website from. So we're going to save this, go out to the page. When I refresh it, I'm actually not going to see anything. And then there's one other thing that I want to make sure that we include within this lesson before we continue on, and that's actually enter in some additional tags within our head section of our HTML document. And the one that I wanted to use that you should also be including within every page is going to be a title. So by default, if I don't indicate a title, it's just going to give the file title name up here within these tabs, and as well within search it's going to show up as title. So it always is good to have an actual title for your web page. And you can see here that even with Amazon, we've got, or Alexa, we've got our title area here, and again, very important to remember to include title within our website. So there they have the title there. And again, opening and closing tags, so opening title, and then content between the 2 title tags is going to be the page title. So I'll just call it page title, and then I'm going to close off the title tags. and save the document. I refresh it and I can see that I've got page title now at the top. And we're ready to begin adding some more tags and building out the structure of our website.